maybe it's time for the NBA media, the mainstream media, and a lot of fans to stop treating this Heat team like they're just a team that keeps stumbling into these wins. Maybe it's time to treat them like they were the #1 seed last year. Maybe it's time to treat them like they're a completely different team in the NBA playoffs and actually give them some good coverage. The Miami Heat take down the Boston Celtics in Game 2 to go up 2-0, taking both games on Boston's home floor behind a 27-point performance by Jimmy, a near triple-double by Adebayo, and a 25 career-high playoff game by Caleb Martin, being the bench player that stepped up and gave this Heat team a chance to win this game, and of course they pulled it through. Along with storylines like Grant Williams deciding to get into Jimmy's face for some reason, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown disappearing in the second half again, and the Miami Heat consistently always have to be double digits for them to win a game. We talk about all of that in today's video. Now, you can't talk about the Miami Heat without talking about Jimmy Butler every single damn game. He's the reason why we win a majority of these. And tonight, again, 27 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 12 or 25 shooting, and only 3 free throws. For the brand of basketball that Jimmy consistently plays, for him only to get 3 free throws is absolutely criminal and shows a lack of officiating that was going on, because he was getting hit and hacked a lot, especially that transition 3 that he took that he did get hit on, and somehow they turned that into an offensive foul. I don't get it, but it is what it is. But tonight he was absolutely masterful. In the fourth quarter, down the stretch of the game, he only went 4 for 8, but it felt like way more. Grant Williams, again, I don't know why you poked the bear, but Jimmy hit 3 straight buckets in that and scored 9 points in the fourth quarter to help put this team away and give this Heat team the win. And again, I've said it before, it isn't the Miami Heat game until they're down by double digits. We have a 71% win percentage when we're down by double digits, and for some reason, this Heat team always finds a way to fight back and show their claws in these situations, and I am very, very happy with how Jimmy Butler played in this game. And Bam Adebayo struggled a bit on the offensive end, and I wouldn't even say struggled, because some of these shots that he was missing were very much fouls that were not getting called. But tonight, 7 of 17 from the floor, but 8 of 8 from the free throw line. Didn't miss like he was doing last game, but a damn near triple-double. 22 points, 17 rebounds, 9 assists. Whenever he caught the ball on the elbow, playing great, hitting Duncan Robinson at every single cut, hitting guys in those DHO actions, just being a masterful passer and just dissecting the Celtics defense over and over again, getting at the rim, attacking the Celtics defenders because he knows they can't guard him. And while he wasn't getting the foul calls, it is what it is. On the defensive end, he was getting some. For a guy that was getting hacked on the offensive end, Jason Tatum can just run into his shoulder and completely get a foul call. I don't understand that. But again, played well through it. Played great defense in another masterful game. The Celtics weren't able to get downhill all the damn time like they normally do, playing high at the nail, just doing his job, and it just shows just how good this team is when he is on the floor versus off the floor. Those Cody Zeller minutes were killing me, bro, and the fact that Bam just had to come in and play a full fourth quarter basketball, and he was able to change a 9-point lead all the way down to a 6-point win just shows you how good this man is. And of course, the other role players had their moments. Max Strus with those 2 really important threes in the first half that really kept us in it. Gabe Vincent with that killer shot, even though that wasn't a foul. If you count Jimmy's shit as an offensive foul, Tatum kicked out his leg, but it is what it is. Bad foul on Tatum, and that ill-advised 3-point shot that he took earlier in the fourth quarter. But again, come back down and redeemed himself and gave us the shot to put this game basically away. And then, but no role player exceeded what Caleb Martin and Duncan Robinson did tonight. The moment Grant Williams started talking, Duncan Robinson hit 2 threes to get us back into this game and really made the Celtics get tight and make some mistakes. 15 points tonight, hitting 3 after 3, but Caleb Martin was absolutely masterful. 25 points, rattling off 8 straight points when we were down by 10 in that second quarter, rattling off 8 straight points to get this Heat team back into the game and just attacking closeouts amazingly well, hitting timely shots. Again, 3 for 7 from 3 tonight. He said the Celtics were disrespecting him by leaving him open, and he showed that they definitely were. So great performance by Caleb. Great play for the role players overall tonight. Absolute masterful performance. Of course, again, Coach Spo playing the game really, really well. I understand that he was probably in the first half just trying to see how long we can last with Bam off the floor, because you can't play him off 48 minutes. And he mitigated those minutes really, really well. I think down the stretch of the game, even when Boston was getting some easy shots in that Jason Tatum pick and roll, he didn't panic. He completely let the same coverage, and Jason Tatum was forced to start making decisions. He made a couple good ones. Grant Williams on the dump off pass. Grant Williams in the corner for that 3, but Grant Williams dropped one of those passes out of bounds. Jason Tatum started to make mistakes, tried to go one-on-one, getting stripped with the ball, making bad decisions and bad passes. He basically put Jason Tatum in positions that he knows he's not excelling in. One-on-one the entire game in the pick and roll, seeing only one body in the pick and roll was definitely killing the Miami Heat. No, he saw multiple bodies all the damn time, denying him the ball, playing fantastic defense throughout this game. In that fourth quarter, play lockdown, holding him to, again, 0 points, 0 of 3 from the field, and 3 turnovers. Jaylen Brown tonight didn't have a great game, and of course that elbow was probably hurting him, but he wasn't rebounding, he wasn't defending, he wasn't doing anything like that, and the Heat consistently went at him and forced him to put him in positions where he had to score to beat them today, and he just wasn't hitting his shots. Of course, a lot of Celtics players disappeared in that second half. And Al Horford, I didn't count the series where Al Horford and Robert Williams would be negatives in the defensive end, to be honest. It's honestly surprising just how bad and how easy the Heat have been able to attack them constantly on closeouts or bringing them up. And Bam's been able to attack Al Horford in that matchup consistently. And Jimmy's been able to attack Al Horford in that matchup consistently. And I do not think that if you keep Al Horford in these games for extended period of time, it's going to be good for you. But at the same time, what else can you do? Because if you're going to play small, he needs to be in. You can't have Robert Williams in with the small lineup. And I don't know if you're going to play Sam Hoosier or Blake Griffin or Luke Cornett in those minutes. It's just looking like Boston is slowly running out of options, and they're lacking a defensive-minded coach like they had last year. And a constant theme for the Celtics and Heat series is that I feel like every single time the Celtics go on a run, they punch us in the mouth. I feel like they expect us to go away. Like they think that's going to be the game and they can, take their foot off the gas a little bit because they're just going to make mistakes and get us out of the game. And that's not how you play. You need to play this game for 48 minutes, and the Celtics aren't a 48-minute team. But the Miami Heat definitely are. They continuously rolled those waves, rolled those punches, and crawled right back into every single game. And when time counts for it, get timely stops, force them into mistakes, and execute on the offensive end. And they out-executed another team in the fourth quarter as long as they keep the game close. Again, master performance from the entire Miami Heat roster. Shout out to Caleb, shout out to Jimmy Butler, shout out to Duncan, shout out to Bam. Kyle didn't have a good game today, but hell, shout out to him. Shout out to Gabe for timely shots. Shout out to Max Strus for hitting those 2 timely threes to keep us in this game. This team is just doing amazing things. And to go back to Miami up 2-0, only needed to probably get one of these games to really put the series out of reach, because I don't trust Boston to win 3 straight if we go up 3-1. But the mindset should be to close this out in 4. Sweep this Boston Celtics team and end this series. But then again, Boston plays really well on the road, and you don't know what they may come out with. They may come out with a little bit more fire. They haven't had a good 3-point shooting game this entire series. But at the end of the day, this Miami Heat team is showing you the type of grit and honestly talent, something that people think we don't have, constantly time in and time out to take these games. And even with trying to weather a Boston storm down there in Miami on our own home court, the Heat role players have played better than they have on the road. So looking for another game like game 1 from these guys shooting the ball, it's just absolutely amazing seeing what this Heat team was able to get done today. But again, another thing is we probably will be getting better foul calls in Miami. But with that being said, this is FLB. That is my time, and I'm out.